So I'm here to introduce Katherine Delgado, who's a, re- who's a really special student. I was told, I'm a science teacher, I teach 11th grade. I taught Saima and Samia year, and then the next year. Very difficult for me to get their names right. But Katherine Delgado, I was told before that she even came into my classroom that I would just love her. And I do. She's extremely talented, extremely gifted, hardworking, very annoying, always after me, asking for things. She's a gift of a person, and I'm just so grateful that I've gotten to be her teacher, and I'm excited to share her with you.
Well, hi. Thank you, Miss Puya. Okay, so my history began in May 3rd, 2015, because was my first day here in the United States. And it is funny though because as an immigrant, my first day of school was in September 9, and I went to International High School for Hair Science. Thank you. So I went to the International High School for Health Science, and I was so happy. There was a lot of students who know Spanish and a lot of Bangladesh, a lot of all of them, right? So um, my real history began in November 10th because my dad told me that we had to move on from Brooklyn to Ithaca. And I was so disappointed because the only line that I know how to say in English was, yes, I do. And Ithaca is a small town where almost all the people speak just English, and just a few that we can like count with our fingers can understand Spanish. So yeah, we moved to Ithaca, and the time is passing so fast. It's already November 18, and I had to enter to the school. I was scared. I had to take a bus that passed by your house, school bus, and pass only one time, 8 a.m., and you had to be outside ready. So I walk into the bus, and I feel weird because you should be happy because you're going to a new school, and you're going to meet new people. But the real feeling is that I want to throw out because there's all these white kids looking at me in the bus, and they look at me like if I was like a weird kiddo alien that with these weird clothes that they didn't know what to do. And I remember the bus driver man say, "Hey kid, you with the curly hair, can you sit down, please?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." I sat down to next to a cute guy, like in the movies. I was so happy, like, "Oh hi." And we arrived to the school, and it was beautiful. It was like Harry Potter castle school, so big. And I saw this senior and junior girls and boys coming in their new fancy new cars. And I saw a girl that say, I didn't understand her at that time, but I remember that she said, "Oh yeah, her parents are rich. They can come in cars. We're coming in the bus because we're poor." And I was like, "What's she saying?" It was in the air. I didn't understand her at that time, right? It was like, "Oh, nice, I'm coming to the school." So I remember I walked to the main office because my stepmother had told me already what it was. And I walked in, and the secretary, her name was Miss Melissa, and she said to me like, "Hi, kiddo, how are you?" And I was like, I was freeze. I didn't know what she's saying, and she said, "Can I have your name?" And I was like, "Hmm?" And she was like, "Yeah, your name." And I was like, I started to cry. I didn't know why I was crying. And she came up and she hugged me, and she was, "It's okay, calm down. Everything is okay for the school for you. Who are you? I need your name. I need your documents." I had my documents in my arm, and I gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh, oh, I'm so sorry, kiddo. My name is Melissa. Um, Mi español no mucho bueno. I can, it means like her Spanish is not that good." And she was like, yo te enseñaré las clases, so take her easy. Everything's gonna be fine. And she's like, she's going to show me around. Everything's gonna be good. My second period of classes, because I missed the first one, was history. And we walk into the room, and she say, "Hi everyone, this is Katherine Delgado." She can speak English. Her English is not that good. Please treat her nicely. She will be in a special program to learn English. And I was just standing there, like looking everyone. They are looking at me again as an alien, like who's here? And she walked away. She left me alone there. I was like, oh my God, don't leave me there. I don't know nobody here. Like, you're the only one who can understand me. Like, don't go. And she was like, you're gonna be okay. Don't worry. So I remember that the teacher, her name was Katherine Krakow, and she said, "Don't worry, Katherine. We had the same name. We're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. You can call me Miss Krakow. Sit down." And she started teaching the class, and I was like, "Uh huh, yes, yes, I do." I have a student near to me. I have a student next to me, and she's trying like to explain me in a slow English. Oh, she's saying that the history, the World War II was happening and this and everything. I was like, yes, of course. Yes, I do. That's the only line that I know how to do. Like I didn't understand what she was saying to me. So the class was fine. We went to the third class that was English. She showed me. She was so nice. I don't even remember her name, but she was so nice to me. She showed me around. She was with me. And what I can say, the whole year in Ithaca was nice, the best year of my life because even though when I went to the cafeteria, they were fighting for me. Oh, hi, Katherine, baby, come sit with us, let's hang out. There was a group of black guys that they were, oh, come here, come, we're having fun, we will show you, come with us. And I was like, oh, yeah, hi. Yeah, that was my whole year. I was happy. I knew a lot of people. I always going to remember them and have them in my heart. They give me a lot of love. However, we cannot be happy forever. 1.5 years later, my dad he get divorced with his wife and whatever, and we had to come back to Brooklyn. And I was like, no, you cannot do this to me again. Like, nah, you cannot change my life. Like I can hear, and now I know English. I have friends. I can read and write, and the only town that I know is Ithaca. I know everywhere, everything where is Ithaca, the library, the cafeteria. You cannot do this to me. And he was like, I'm sorry, but I had to go back to Brooklyn. We got divorced and etc. And I was like, no, leave me here with her. And he was like, no, she's not your mom. You cannot stay with her. So we went back to New York, and I entered to international high school again. And I was surprised because the first day that I entered, I was afraid because the only line that I know how to say was, yes, I do. That's it. And when I entered again this new year, I was in the second semester of 10th grade. Like nobody recognized me, and like they didn't even remember who I was. And when I entered to the class, I remember Miss Anya, and she said to me, "Oh, I remember you. You was with me in 9th grade, but then you left." And I was like, "Yes, hi, Miss Anya. How are you?" And she was like, "Oh my God, you can speak English now." And I was like, "Yes, I do." And and she was, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you." And I was like, "Yeah." The lesson that I learned is that the only person that can change yourself is yourself. The only person that can stop you is you. It's okay to be afraid because life always change. You will always be around new people and you will meet people that will make you happy. Thank you.